welcome back to this channel where we spread love and positive vibes. Thank you guys, the new subscribers and the returning ones, for coming here, tuning in every day to watch our videos. We don't take it for granted. Thank you once again. Now, today's video, I'm going to start it with some questions that will help us to understand what we want to talk about. First of all, I've seen very many people actually commenting that Jamaica is the capital city of the Caribbean. Is that true, guys? And why is Jamaica the capital city of the Caribbean? Others, actually, I saw a comment somewhere, somebody saying, if Jamaica was not in the Caribbean, or Jamaica did not exist, would people have known the Caribbean islands? In other words, is Jamaica, or rather does Jamaica play a great role in people knowing the countries in the Caribbean island? That is the question number 2. Then question number 3, what makes Jamaica so popular and so influential? So I was asking questions, and I started by asking you, why does Jamaica look like it is so famous that the other Caribbean islands feel that it is sort of erasing them when it comes to fame? And this is not me saying, it's because other countries around the Caribbean islands have been complaining about people calling them Jamaicans wherever they go. Americans calling everybody from the Caribbean a Jamaican. Africa thinking that everybody from the Caribbean island is a Jamaican. And also the Caribbean islanders, the people who come from the Caribbean island, other countries apart from Jamaica also highlight that they are tired of being called Jamaicans. And we have talked about the fame of Jamaica, the popularity of Jamaica, the influence of Jamaica, and I don't want to repeat it here because maybe that is why Jamaica overshadows all the other countries in the Caribbean. I came across a video, I think this guy is from one of the countries in the Caribbean, and he was saying he's so tired of people talking about Jamaica, while there are other countries in the Caribbean islands that needs to be talked about. Actually, there is one of you who came to me and asked me why I didn't capture the elections that was happening, I think in Guyana or something like that. And he was wondering why I captured Jamaican elections while I didn't capture Guyanan elections. And to speak the truth, I didn't know that Guyana had elections. And I think I don't want to give an excuse why Jamaican elections is so pronounced, but because my content is about Jamaica, maybe that is why I came to know about the elections of Jamaica, because I've learned a lot about Jamaica. Actually, one day, I'll give you a live video so that you can ask me questions about Jamaica. I see how far I have come to understand and know Jamaica. So I actually came to know that Jamaicans were having elections because I knew way back, because I read a lot of content about Jamaica and I watch a lot of content about Jamaica. But maybe I've not gotten interest in Guyana or any other country in the Caribbean, and that is why I didn't get to know that Guyanans had elections. Apart from that, the islanders, the Caribbean islanders, other people from the Caribbean islands have been highlighting that Jamaica has overshadowed them in terms of people always thinking that everyone from the Caribbean island is a Jamaican. Listen to this guy who was actually so bitter and was wondering why should they keep on confusing us with the Jamaicans? Why should they keep on calling us Jamaicans while for sure we are not from Jamaica. Let us have a look at the video.
This is a public service announcement. So as most of you know and realize, I am abroad. I'm in a beautiful country right now. I'm not in the UK. And I'm sick and tired of people asking me if I'm in Jamaica. Is Jamaica the only Caribbean island you lot know? You lot need to pattern up and behave yourself. There's many other Caribbean islands. There's Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
There's St. Lucia. There's Barbados. There's St. Vincent and the Grenadines. There's Grenada. There's other islands that I can't think of off the top of my head. There's Dominican Republic.
Haiti.
Jamaica's not the only Caribbean island, so the fact that most of you are just jumping to, are you in Jamaica? Are you in Jamaica? Are you in Jamaica? No, I'm in Grenada. Stop asking me.
Why don't you say, oh, by the way, where are you?
Yeah, or what country are you in? Why do you lot just assume Jamaica? Like, bruh.
So guys, you have heard for yourself from the horse's mouth. He's actually complaining about people always mistaking other Caribbean islanders with the Jamaicans. And people say that it is because of patois, and we know that patois is spoken in most of the Caribbean islands, and the patois they speak is almost similar because most of the Caribbean islands are actually Africans that were captured slaves. Most of them, I tend to think. And therefore, there is a lot of similarity in the language people speak, and because Jamaica is known by so many people, they tend to think that anybody speaking patois is from Jamaica. And there is this lady from Jamaica who actually came to respond to these allegations that everybody thinks that everybody from the Caribbean island is a Jamaican. Before I come to her video so that she can respond to both the videos where people are complaining about how they are mistaken to be Jamaicans, while for sure they are not from Jamaica, they are from other Caribbean islands. There is this group of people that were having a discussion, and one of the guys said he loves Jamaica, he adores Jamaica, but he cannot understand why people keep on mistaking other people from the Caribbean islands to be Jamaicans. Let us listen to their conversation, then I'll come back.
The only thing that annoys me is when people have asked me if I'm from Jamaica. And nothing against Jamaicans.
Why does that annoy?
Because
most
it's
Caribbean
like,
islands say that.
You just have other islands around?
it's not that I don't have nothing against Jamaica. I love Jamaica.
Oh, Jamaica.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm not from there. Check.
But how would they know?
I don't know because I don't feel like our accents are
Similar.
necessarily similar.
Our
I just
accent
feel like
goes-
they hear us talking in such a raw accent
first thing they think
that the
about
first thing they say is Jamaican.
I own
Yeah.
close to like St. Kitts. I own close to like Guyana.
Have you heard a Belizean speak?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll
It's
piss me off. It
just
sounds
like
like
us.
Persian and Jamaicans try and speak in one and try and speak American at the same time.
Wow.
A
I
dude
love
came
it.
inside a T-Mobile and I
Yeah.
thought he was fucking with me. I was like, you can't talk regular? Like, why you trying to talk in three different accents at the same time?
That's what a man
And then
song, cuz.
He was like, that's how I talk.
This
I was
auto
like,
tone.
my bad.
I'm sorry.
Guys, why do you think people confuse every person from the Caribbean island to be a Jamaican? Give us some reasons in the comment section below why people keep on mistaking other Caribbean island people to be Jamaicans. So you have heard from two groups that are actually complaining that people mistake them to be Jamaicans and they call them Jamaicans, and there is this person from America who is actually complaining that even Americans confuse that most of the Caribbean islands, they refer to them as Jamaicans. Why do people confuse the Caribbean islands with Jamaica? What is so special about Jamaica that people have come to embrace and to know and to actually think that all the other people from the Caribbean islands are actually Jamaicans? So imagine even in a country like America, this confusion is still experienced. And I want to say, I think, according to me, Jamaicans have marketed their country well. They have done exemplary well in some fields that people have come to embrace them and to know them more than any other country in the Caribbean island. Like in athletics, Jamaica is a giant. In music, Jamaica is a giant amongst all the countries in the Caribbean. Actually, the other day we were watching the Carifta Games and we saw Jamaica emerging the winners. They have been pioneering in most of the activities that are done in the Caribbean island. When it comes to beauty contest, Jamaica has emerged the island with the most beautiful people according to Miss World competition in the Caribbean island. And therefore, all these have put Jamaicans in the front line in the world map, and people have come to embrace and know Jamaicans because of the fame and because of the victories Jamaica has had over the years. Not mentioning the food, Jamaican food is known all over the world, and not mentioning their coffee, the Blue Mountain coffee. Actually, I was watching a movie, and there is this guy who was mistreating the girlfriend, and the girlfriend came to kill herself. And then this guy could not believe that this, actually he was a wife. I think she was a wife, not a girlfriend. He could not believe that the wife has taken his life, and he was saying she's still playing the trick. She prays on him. And he was brought coffee, and he just spit the coffee out of his mouth and said that that is not the coffee he is used to taking. And he was told the coffee that you have been taking is the Blue Mountain coffee, and it is your wife who has been preparing it. Now guys, this is how popular Jamaican is until it features in a movie. I think these are the soap opera movies I was watching. So you can see this fame has made many people to embrace and know Jamaicans until they have become so famous. I don't know whether I put for you the video on the person from America who says that Jamaicans, the other Caribbean islands are confused with the Jamaicans. Maybe I can riff here if at all I've not put it, let it be watched here. Then I come to actually watch a video whereby a Jamaican is responding to all these people that complain about the other people calling them Jamaicans. So let us see.
Why Americans think all island
Wow,
people
that's
Jamaicans.
That's a cute little dog, eh? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, I love your accent. Where are you from? The Bahamas. Okay. Siri, play Jamaica National Anthem.
Playing Jamaica National Anthem.
Ooh, this is my jam. This is my jam.
I said the Bahamas.
You know Movado is my cousin, right?
Miss,
One
I said the
yo,
Bahamas.
Man. Yo, man, go and suck your mother. That's how you say it, right? Yo, man, go and suck your mother. One love, yo, man. Yo, man, go and suck your mother. And I will feel alright. Let's get and feel alright.
You have seen for yourself that even in America, the Caribbean island people are confused with the Jamaicans. Now, there is this lady from Jamaica who was asking, why do people feel bad? Why do people feel bitter? Why do people get angry when they are confused with the Jamaicans? It's not our wish, it's not our will, it's not us that makes people to confuse you with us. It is actually the world that thinks that everyone from the Caribbean island is a Jamaican. So this lady came to defend Jamaica, and she explains why she thinks Jamaicans have come to be embraced and to be known and to be confused that they are the only people in the Caribbean islands. Let us watch.
Yo, I'm about to cause unrest and upset in my comments, but I don't care. They're Caribbean people outside of Jamaica, Jamaicans. You guys get so aggravated when other people confuse you to be Jamaican. And you get vexed with us like as we do it. It's not our fault that they keep confusing y'all for us. I mean, if we're gonna be frank, we don't want them confusing y'all for us because y'all are not us. We run our jokes. You know, we say Jamaica is a Caribbean because we are. We say United States of Jamaica because... And the reason why is because, truthfully, whether or not you guys want to accept it deep down in your hearts, we are the gem of the Caribbean. For our contributions, do we have bad ones? Yes, but we have great ones, like legendary ones. A lot of you other islands have grown up on our culture, especially when it comes to our music. And that's quite okay. So when you step outside of your country and people hear you speak your own version of patois and confuse you to be a Jamaican, that is not our fault. Like, there's not one day that we sit under the mango tree and discuss you guys. I want to tell you, we are so indulged in ourselves. We're talking about our stuff. We're talking about our crimes, our music, our culture, everything. We're not talking about y'all. Not one day. Like this one girl, me and her just went back and forth because she was so bitter. Like, girl, you name seriously, what's wrong with you? There are so many times people have mistaken me for being like Trini. Or mistaken me for being from, like, has said, oh, you sound like you're a Bajan. Or there's some people who said, oh, are you Dominican? I never get upset. I'm like, no, I'm Jamaican, and I just laugh it off. I don't get offended. What is there to be offended about? Aren't we supposed to be one Caribbean? Like, I'm all for that till you guys start trying to diss us. Then we'll diss you back. Don't you see people know what Barbados is now because of Rihanna? That's what that's what it is. We have legends that paved the way for Jamaica. That's why people know them. Get over it. Yes, I'm sure you want to be seen. You are your own island. You have beauty. All of those things are great. But naturally, because of our contributions and also being one of the bigger islands, we're going to get a certain amount of attention. Yeah, I just saw it go. Life is unfair like that. You know what I mean? Imagine like listing out everything bad about us. Some of you small islands with probably like 20,000 people on the island have so much to say about our poverty. Okay. Yeah, you probably don't have any. You have 20,000 people. Probably like 6 families that procreated. We have 2 million and change. Okay. In the spec of it being this terrible space, it's still one of the #1 visited islands in the Caribbean. So what's up?
So, after watching all that, what is your take? Why do people confuse the Caribbean island people to be Jamaicans? What is this Jamaicans have done to actually gain attention from the world and gain fame and gain popularity such that everybody from the Caribbean island is confused to be a Jamaican? The other day, there is this guy who was saying that he went to a given migration in the airport and he was telling them he was from one of the countries in the Caribbean island and they could not get the country. And he kept on repeating, I'm from this and this country, and it was sort of, they were getting annoyed because they could not understand where that country is. But when he thought of it, he mentioned that he's from Jamaica. And at once, the immigration officers lightened up and was reminding him of the different musicians that have been in Jamaica. That is how Jamaica has become popular until it has overshadowed the other countries in the Caribbean, and people don't feel impressed by this. But I think the solution is to actually market your country so that people may come to embrace and to know other Caribbean islands so that they can also talk about them. Thank you once again for watching us. See you during the next video. Bye bye and God bless.